All right, I'm here with Chris Authors that just completed Live Proctor Part B. Congratulations on completing. How do you feel that you've become a certified admin now that you passed the exam?
It feels awesome. It's super exciting to be on the forefront of something new that High Level is bringing. One of a million new features that they come out with every year. So it's super awesome to, know that I can be a resource for the community and really help people out who are maybe just getting started or people who are trying to learn the new user interface that they're going to be bringing on. It's super awesome, to be able to do such a thing. So it's
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely. No, super excited to have you guys here. It is a big initiative. It's been asked for by a lot of people in the community, and now we have a place to now people ask who knows how to do this. We have an actual vetted community where we can send them to, or directory in this case, and no more getting blast on Facebook. So, what motivated you to join the admin certification program in the first place?
Um, I know that High Level is a vast CRM and obviously so much more. And it feels like in some cases, you log in one day and then the next it's things have changed. And it's something interesting that High Level has brought on to help teach you all the new things that are being, brought in and how to use them and how to be proficient in it. And with certifications, I saw the opportunity to really stay up on High Level and make sure I'm not missing anything that may be coming out.
Awesome. Yeah, this is a good way for us to really vet the specialists from the non-specialists. I kind of touched on this earlier, but people that work on high level versus work in high level, if you breathe and sleep high level, you'll see that as you come in every day, something's changed, new releases come out. So one, it's hard to catch up, but two, if you're in the product, it's also good to know who the people are that are in the product every day. Awesome. Can you share a skill or knowledge you gained during the program that you find valuable for your role as an admin?
Definitely being able to navigate the calendars. Calendars are something that I've used in the past and I'm familiar with, but changing things around and adding some different intricacies to the calendars, I feel like this was a really great touch on it. And I feel like with the courses that y'all had within the certification course, I was able to really pick up a lot of the nuances that maybe you miss out on when you're just using it day to day. And really, it brings to light again how powerful the CRM is. So I feel like that was one of the main takeaways that I had was just how powerful, but yet complex the calendars can be. So that was
Yeah.
my big takeaway. So.
Agreed. I think, to be honest, even as my role in support, one of the biggest factors or biggest questions I always had was related around calendars. I do think it's one of the more complex parts of the system, but the team's done a great job of simplifying the UI and reducing the amount of clicks. I remember when doing some documentation, I think we had like 30 something clicks to set up a calendar, and we've definitely dropped that quite a bit, and also added a bunch of variable outcomes and types of calendars too. So yeah, that's a big one. A good observation. Okay, so did you encounter any unexpected challenges or surprises during the certification journey? If so, how did you overcome them?
Um, so we had just went over this together, but with the automations, there's certain pieces that if they're not tuned just properly, then it'll trip you up. And that was one of the things that I was trying to be really diligent with is making sure that I have every exact thing set up as if I were, onboarding a user. Um, and I feel like as I was working through things, I noticed myself missing little pieces. And I was able to overcome this mostly by just going back in and testing things and making sure that they run through it as a customer would be running through the software. And I think that was another big takeaway I had is looking at it from the point of view of, oh, I'm using this software as somebody would be using it. So I want it to be as user friendly as possible. So I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
that was
a
one of, yeah.
No, that's a great observation. I think that's the biggest takeaway is that we see a lot of people that jump in and they want it to do stuff, but the testing is really the big part of really knowing the limits of the system and also knowing what you want, right? If you know what you want, you know how to, and you start testing it. I always say it's like a tunnel. You start at one end and finish at the end. So if a lead submits a form, you submit a form. If they go to the booking stage, you go to the booking stage. So exactly, you hit the nail on the head there is get as close as you can to the grain and experience it from their perspective, and that'll give you a good gauge of what works, what doesn't work, and what, like you said, some filters or certain things that fire. Like, why did this fire? Oh, because XYZ sort of thing. So good observation there. For someone that's considering joining the program, what advice or tips would you give them based on your experience thus far?
Um, I would say that you know, if you're looking for a way to become very proficient and you're looking for something that is very detailed and you feel like you don't know where to start with all the different courses that are out there and all the different affiliates who have courses, this is where you should start. This is made by High Level. This is specific to High Level. The only gain is for people to learn how to use the software. That's why this course was made. So if you're looking for one specific thing that's like, this has everything I need to see from start to finish to get a customer onboarded or to even get myself onboarded and using the software quickly, this would be a good place to start for sure. There's so much more you can learn about High Level, but this is a great foundation.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And that's exactly what this admin certification badge is. It's like the entry level into college, just to kind of see where you place. And then 80% of the people use 20% of these software. What that 20% is really depending on what your business use case is. So exactly, that's exactly it. So I'm glad we're hitting that benchmark. Onboarding is a big part. If you can't set up an account, there's no point being in it. So we really try to start from ground zero and work our way up. So as we get going, you'll acquire more skills badges and you can really get into your niche specific stuff that you guys focus on. Reflecting on your journey so far, what stands out the most as your time in the certification program, emotionally or skill wise?
I would say what stood out the most is the fact that I was able to just keep working through the program. Like I never found myself thinking, "Oh, this is pointless. Like I can skip through this. I can skip past that." Like literally every video I'm watching, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, that I didn't realize that did that. Well, I should probably start implementing that in my own use of it." So just like some of these courses you go through and it's like, okay, you know, this is not as informative, not as useful. But with this, it felt like, no, this is what you need to know, and we're filming it for you, so you see it. And it was just no waste of time, I guess I would say. That was one of the big things that stuck out to me.
Appreciate that. Again, thank you, Chris, for jumping in. Thank you for taking the initiative. Also, congratulations on passing. What's going to happen
Thank you.
now is we're going to add you to the directory. You'll get an email. Make sure you set up your profile, and then we'll also add you to the community of admin certified students or professionals as well. So, congratulations again, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you.